Welcome everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to today's presentation. We'll be exploring the topic turning challenges into opportunities. Specifically, we'll focus on managing large classes and finding effective solutions. Over the next few minutes, I'll share some key strategies from Jim Scrivener's classroom management techniques that can help us turn challenges into opportunities. Let's get started. Let's talk about class sizes today. Sometimes, a class can have up to 120 students. That's a really large group, and it definitely changes how teaching and learning happen. When we say very large, we're talking about classes with more than 45 students. These are the kind of classes where managing engagement can be quite a challenge. Moving down the scale, large classes have between 26 and 45 students. They're still sizable, but a bit more manageable. Then we have standard classes, which typically have between 14 and 25 students. These are often considered ideal for more interactive and personalized teaching. So what exactly is a large class? Well, generally, anything above 26 students starts to fall into that category. The size really impacts how much individual attention each student can get, how the class is structured, and even how the teacher manages the overall classroom environment. Understanding these size categories helps us see why different teaching strategies are needed for different class sizes. As we move through this presentation, keep in mind how class size influences the entire learning experience. Size doesn't limit success. No matter how big or small the goal, what matters most is the dedication and passion you bring to the table. Every student's journey is unique, and that's a crucial point. Success isn't about fitting into a mold, but about growing at your own pace. Learning is a deeply personal process. It happens best when it's private, when you're focused on your own progress without distractions. Remember, each person's path is an individual journey, and embracing that uniqueness is key to true growth. This idea ties back to the overall theme. No matter where you start or how big your dreams are, your success is shaped by your own commitment and perseverance. Let's talk about the importance of active participation. When everyone gets involved, it makes the learning process much more dynamic and effective. It's not just about listening, it's about engaging, asking questions, sharing ideas. This kind of participation helps us absorb information better and keeps us all motivated. Now, a vital part of this is working in pairs and groups. Collaborating with others encourages diverse perspectives and helps us learn from each other. It also builds teamwork skills that are crucial beyond this setting. Lastly, I want to emphasize the need to break the habit of passivity. Sometimes, we tend to stay quiet or hesitant, but pushing ourselves to participate actively really enhances the experience for everyone. Remember, active engagement is key to making the most of our time together and achieving our shared goals. A 30-second conversation can actually build a lifetime of trust, which is pretty incredible when you think about it. That's why quick chats really matter. They're not just small talk, they're opportunities to connect on a deeper level. Track interests, hobbies, and family details about the people you're talking to. These little notes help you personalize future interactions. Keep personal notes and use them every time you ask a question. That shows you really care and pay attention. And learning names fast? That's a game changer. When you say someone's name and show recognition, "I see you," that moment of acknowledgement builds trust immediately. So, in the bigger picture, these small, genuine interactions make a huge difference in strengthening relationships over time. Let's explore how we can empower our student helpers to be more effective. First, clearly labeled storage is essential. When everything has a designated place and clear labels, it makes the process smoother and reduces confusion. This way, students can quickly find what they need without wasting time searching. Next, robust distribution routines are vital. Having reliable and consistent procedures ensures materials are distributed efficiently and fairly, which helps keep operations running smoothly and reduces bottlenecks. Then, smart material systems come into play. By implementing intelligent inventory management, we can track supplies in real time, predict needs, and avoid shortages or overstocking. All of these points tie back to the broader goal of creating a well-organized, efficient environment where students are empowered to contribute confidently and effectively. Ultimately, these strategies support a more seamless and productive workflow for everyone involved. Let's start by placing students with hearing or seeing needs at the forefront. It's important to prioritize their comfort and access so they can engage fully. Next, we want to create subgroups for movement and mingling. This means organizing smaller clusters so students can interact more easily and feel more comfortable moving around. Think of these as islands, small, inviting spaces where students can connect and participate without feeling overwhelmed by a large group. A key point here is to get rid of the traditional, dull rows and uniforms that can make the room feel stiff or unwelcoming. Instead, aim for a space that feels warm, inviting, and conducive to interaction. To do that, we should break the rows and move the desks around. Rearranging the furniture transforms the environment into a more dynamic and engaging space, encouraging collaboration and comfort. Overall, these strategies help create a more inclusive, welcoming atmosphere that promotes interaction, comfort, and accessibility for all students. All right, let's talk about moving it during your presentation. The key is to engage with your audience by talking to individuals everywhere in the room. Don't just stay rooted in one spot. Make eye contact and speak directly to different people throughout. Vary your paths between the rows so you're not always walking the same route. This keeps your energy dynamic and your audience engaged. Remember, you want to use the whole room as your stage. It's not just about standing in front of the podium. Move around, fill the space, and make everyone feel included. And here's an important point. Don't get stuck at the front. It's tempting to stay near your notes or the podium, but moving around shows confidence and helps keep your audience's attention. The goal is to create a lively, interactive atmosphere, so use your movement to reinforce your message and connect with your listeners. When you do this, your presentation becomes more memorable and engaging. So keep moving, stay connected, and make the most of the entire room. Let's talk about manageable learning. One effective strategy is teaching independently, which encourages students to take ownership of their learning process. This approach helps build confidence and self-reliance. Another key point is creating subgroup islands, small, focused groups within the larger class. These islands promote more personalized interaction and targeted support. Then, we have mini classroom islands, which are even smaller clusters that allow for deeper engagement and collaboration. By organizing learning in this way, we're making it more manageable and tailored to different student needs, which ultimately ties back to our goal of creating an engaging and effective learning environment. Now, let's take a closer look at the important roles that parents, trainees, and volunteers play in our support system. These groups are the backbone of our efforts, providing essential assistance and creating a nurturing environment for our students. When I mention close-up student support, I'm emphasizing how these individuals directly help students succeed, whether it's through mentorship, encouragement, or simply being there when they need guidance. Next, we see extra hands for management. This refers to how volunteers and parents help us manage the various logistics and day-to-day activities. Their support allows us to run more smoothly and focus on what truly matters, the students' growth and development. Finally, I want to highlight that your support team is truly a community. Every person involved, parents, trainees, volunteers, contributes to building a strong, caring network. This collective effort is what makes our program effective and impactful. Remember, by working together, we're creating a supportive environment where every student can thrive. Turn troublemakers into leaders by giving them responsibility and a sense of ownership. When we appoint student deputies, we're not just assigning tasks, we're helping students develop leadership skills and confidence. These deputies can serve as role models and help promote a positive classroom environment. Seating and materials monitors are also great ways to empower students. By involving them in organizing their space and managing supplies, they take on a sense of responsibility that encourages respect and cooperation. The key here is empowerment. When students feel trusted and valued, they're more likely to engage positively and contribute to a healthy classroom dynamic. This approach aligns perfectly with our overall goal of creating a classroom where students are active participants and leaders, not troublemakers. So, by turning challenges into opportunities for leadership, we foster a more respectful and proactive environment. You've got this. No matter if you're working with just one person or 100, the key is to get them engaged and actively participating. Remember, engagement truly is everything. It's what transforms a simple task into a team effort and a team effort into success. When people are engaged, they bring energy, ideas, and commitment to the table, which makes all the difference. So keep that in mind as you move forward. Whether your audience is large or small, your goal is to make sure everyone feels involved and motivated. That's what drives results and creates a positive, productive environment. You've got this.